Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuriman Sarah binti Rosli. My matrix number is 2019621262. Before I start, I hope all students and lecturers out there stay healthy, stay safe, stay at home, and most important things, if you want to go out, please follow the SOP, alright?
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Shafika Atira binti Zamri and I'm from CS 143.
Hello, my name is Nuruzul Alia binti Zulkifli.
Hello and Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Afika binti Z.
So, what is the definition of equilibrium? The definition of equilibrium is the quantity which producers are willing to produce is equal to the quantity consumers are willing and able to purchase, and there is no tendency for price and quantity to change. So the conclusion that can be made is quantity demand is equal to quantity supply. Okay, so there are two ways to determine market equilibrium.
First is by using demand and supply schedules, and second is by using demand and supply curve.
First is by using demand and supply schedule. If the quantity demand and quantity supplied is the same on the certain prices, the quantity we call it as equilibrium quantity, and the price we call it as equilibrium price.
For example, the quantity demand and quantity supplied is the same on RM3 ringgit and the quantity is 7,000 unit. So, the equilibrium price is RM3 ringgit and the equilibrium quantity is 7,000 unit.
Another way to determine market equilibrium is by using demand and supply curve. We can determine equilibrium by using intersection point. When there is an intersection point between supply and demand curve, that intersection point we call it as equilibrium point.
For example, for this supply and demand curve, the intersection point is on point E. The coordinate of point E is 3 on axis Y and 7,000 on axis X. So, the equilibrium price is RM3 ringgit and the equilibrium quantity is 7,000 units.
Do you know what is market disequilibrium? Market disequilibrium is when quantity of demand is not equal to quantity of supply and there is a tendency for the price and the quantity to change. This will cause shortage and surplus to occur. So, what is shortage? The demand exceeds the supply at a lower price, and the consumer willing to purchase is higher than the producer willing to sell. For example, a pizza shop has 6 pizzas and there are 8 people who want to buy the pizza at the current price. There are a shortage because there are not enough pizza to sell to everyone who willing to buy at the current price. Next, what is surplus? For surplus, the supply exceeds the demand at a higher price, and the producer willing to sell is higher than the consumer willing to purchase. Let's see an example. A pizza shop has 6 pizzas and there are 3 people who want to buy the pizza at the current price. Then there is a surplus because there are too many pizzas to sell. Next, let's see the graph of the shortage and the surplus. label price for the y-axis and quantity for the x-axis. Next, sketch the demand and supply graph, and the intersection point is equilibrium price and quantity. For the surplus is when quantity supplied greater than quantity demanded. For the shortage, the quantity demand is greater than the quantity supplied. So, what is the effect of the shortage and the surplus? The effect of surplus is the market price will fall. While for shortage, the market price will rise.
And now I want to share with you guys in details about change in equilibrium price and quantity. I will explain one by one along with the example. First, increase in demand. Increase in demand means the result in a rightward shift in demand curve, leading to a new equilibrium point, which is the intersection point of demand and new supply curve. We are now going to look at the effect of the increase in demand on equilibrium price and quantity. The interaction of supply and demand have given us an equilibrium price of P and Q. As the result of one of those changes we spoke about, the demand curve is increased from D to D1. The effect of this is that the equilibrium price and quantity now change. The quantity demand and the price that is paid are going to be increased because more people want the product and the business are able to increase the price from P to P1. And they are able to sell more of the product, so the quantity goes from Q to Q1. For example, in market for hamburger, there's an increase in price of chicken sandwich. A substitute is going to cause the demand for hamburger to increase. The price of related goods, substitutes and complement is a shifter of demand. And if chicken sandwich are more expensive, that means people are gonna buy more hamburgers. In the graph, the demands for hamburger shift to the right, so the price goes up and also the quantity goes up. Next, increase in supply. Increase in supply means result in a rightward shift in supply curve, leading to a new equilibrium point, which is the intersection point of demand and new supply curve. We are now proceed at the effect of the increase in supply on the equilibrium price and quantity. When supply is increased, the supply curve is shifted to the right and the increase in the direction from S to S1. The previous equilibrium price was P and the quantity was Q. Moving to the supply curve from S to S1 leads a change in the equilibrium price and quantity. The equilibrium price falls from P to P1 and the quantity increases from Q to Q1. The increase in the supply has increased in the amount of the quantity of the product. Back to our previous example, which is the market for hamburger. There's a new grilling technology. This will cause the supply to shift to the right. Now, this is supply because this is something that is going to increase the production for hamburger. in the graph, the price will decrease and the quantity is going to increase.
Simultaneous increase in demand and supply will happen when both of them, the demand and the supply, are increasing. Okay, it may lead to the new equilibrium point. Okay, demand and supply are increasing, then we get the new equilibrium point. Okay, for the example, okay, right now we have COVID-19, right? COVID-19, pandemic COVID-19. Then, okay, people around the world will search for tissue, gloves, mask, and what the important things? Hand sanitizer. Okay, so okay, when this happen, people will search for these goods, okay, these things, these items. Okay, the demand of these items, these goods, will increase, so demand will increase. Okay, the supplier, okay, the supplier want to maximize their profit, right? So what happen? They will maximize their output, so the supply also increase. The quantity of supply will increase. Okay, when demand and supply are both increasing or rising, okay, there will be the curve will shift rightward. Okay, the curve will shift to the right, and we have a new equilibrium point. Okay, these three things you have to know, because this is a basic of simultaneous increase in demand and supply. Okay, for the example, I will take it from the items. Okay, from the list of the items, I will take tissue for the example. Okay, tissue. Okay, tissue. I will draw the axis. Okay, this y-axis is for price, and x-axis for the quantity. Don't forget to write the origin. Okay. Okay, so before COVID-19, okay, before COVID-19, this is the curve for the supply curve. Okay, we put it as note. Then this is a demand curve, right? We put it as D note. Then this is the equilibrium point. This is the equilibrium point. We put it as E note. Okay. This is the equilibrium price, and this is the quantity. Equilibrium quantity. Okay. we have this graph. Then I will take blue pen. Okay, this is the when the COVID-19 happened, the supply of the tissue, the demand of the tissue are increasing, okay, rising. So what happened to the graph, to the curve? It will shift to the right. So it will shift to the right. I will put it as S1. TO. Okay, this I will put as D1. Then this is equilibrium, new equilibrium. This is new equilibrium point. So I will put it as E1. Okay, for the example, before COVID-19, okay, before COVID-19, the equilibrium price is 10, okay, 10, and the quantity is 1000. The equilibrium quantity is 1000. So when COVID-19 happened, the equilibrium point changed, so the price also changed. The equilibrium price also changed. The equilibrium quantity also changed. So the price here will be 12, and the quantity of equilibrium is 2000. Okay.
Okay, lastly, before I end my video presentation, I have some information, some additional information. Okay, we have 3 cases of simultaneous increase in demand and supply. Okay, regarding to this table, this table has multiple use. Okay, but here I want to explain about simultaneous increase in demand and supply. So, look at this: increase in supply, increase in demand. So we look at the box. Okay, the table. Okay, this equilibrium quantity always increasing, but equilibrium price we don't know, right? So I will explain about this. Okay, this is one of the cases. Increase in demand equal to increase in supply. In this situation, the demand curve and supply curve will shift to the right. We get the new equilibrium at E1. The price will not change. Equilibrium quantity rising. Okay, second case is increase in demand more than increase in supply. In this situation, demand curve and supply curve will shift to the right. Okay, we get the new equilibrium at E1. Equilibrium price rising. Equilibrium quantity also rising. Next, increase in demand less than increase in supply. Okay, in this situation, the demand curve and supply curve also shift to the right. Okay, we get the new equilibrium at E1. Equilibrium price falls, okay, decrease, but the equilibrium quantity rising. Okay, as you know, as I said before, the equilibrium quantity in demand, in simultaneous increase in demand and supply will always increasing, but the equilibrium price depends on the case or the situation. So yeah, I hope you guys understand what I had explained. If you guys have any question, you can ask me, PM me, okay? Okay, bye, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.